Good people, we are back and you're watching your favorite podcast. And what is the name of it, Josh?
Necessary Knowledge and Nonsense.
Yes, sir. And today we have two very special guests that go by the name of
Elijah
and Tiara, the podcast princess.
You already know it. And we're going to be talking about some very cool topics. And starting off, situationships.
Yes, and
what
I'm
exactly
excited about that because I like to say that everybody has a situationship or goes through a situationship some point in their life, but this is like the millennials' term of relationships. You know, we don't like to have titles with anybody nowadays. We sort of just like to play casual, and I kind of just wanted to peep, you know, like dig into everybody's brains and see their sides on situationships and how they feel about it.
It's pretty dope.
sounds like a good topic to me.
Yes, sir. And we're about to just dive more into it coming up next. And once again, you're watching your favorite podcast, and that's Necessary Knowledge and Nonsense. Catch you in a bit. What's up, everybody? We are back, and we're going to be talking about situationships.
Yes, I'm really excited to get on this topic because I really want to know how you guys feel about situationships.
Yeah.
Now, like I said before, this is pretty much what we call our relationships nowadays for millennials. I think that people tend to not want to have that connection with people, you know, maybe because they've been hurt. I also think it might be something with Netflix and chill, this whole Netflix and chill era that's going on. So, like, everybody's just so casual and so cool with it, but nobody wants to, like, settle down and be into something, and I just don't understand why. I'm so old school. I love relationships, but
I feel like the old school is the same way, bro. I feel like our grandparents had some stuff in the neighborhood that they weren't talking and telling everybody about.
Secret families.
We all got some cousins that we're not really related to
Right.
because of some outside, you know what I'm saying, interaction. So, I mean, I don't think we're too different than the other generations, to be honest.
I feel you, but probably because of like social media, everything is just like extremely amplified. So
Right.
Kevin Hart, millions of people follow him, so now they know. Back then in the 50s, Johnny, you would have no idea that he was having sex with somebody else. So
Yeah, I feel like social media did play a big role in relationships a lot now. So it kind of made a change to like how we had the old relationships to the new relationships we have now, because a lot of people feel like, you know, we gotta post them on social media or, you know, little stuff like that actually plays as a factor as being in a relationship when it really shouldn't.
yeah, like even saying like goals or anything with social
Well,
media,
Impression Wednesday, I was about to say that.
anything
Yep.
like
Adds
that
pressure
is
to
kind
it.
of just.
Yeah, it does.
And then there was also this lyric, I don't know, do y'all listen to SZA?
Oh,
Her
yeah.
like 20-something album?
what
Okay.
girl right now doesn't
So,
listen?
right. I love
That's what
her.
every
She's
girl-
like,
right.
her soundtrack, her album is the soundtrack of my like life right now. But she had this line from her songs like, why do you bother me when you know you don't want me? And I think that's like, kind of explains situationship
Right.
from a girl's perspective at least, because you know, with us, we're kind of listening to what guys are saying, and you know, we're listening to the communication aspect and all that. But at the end of the day, I feel like girls are the main ones that want to like make it something official, like are the ones that like to ask that question, like what are we?
Right.
Like in my past relationship, I was the one who went out there and was like, okay, so what are we doing? Because I don't like this situation. I don't like just casually dating. I don't like doing that. I want to know that it's a situation, and I want it to have a label. So.
But you do get some guys that actually tell you that, you know, okay, we're casually dating, or, you know, that we're doing stuff. So I feel like now it's gonna be kind of hard, because as far as like how everybody is with relationships now, but you'll find those certain people that actually do the same, you know, old ways of, you know.
Okay, so what happens when she says she's like, she wants to take it further? Like, she asks you, so I know what you said we were, but
I mean, but as a girl,
I like
would
you
you rather
more.
rush him into commitment or just wait until it's his terms? Like, y'all are mutually agreeing to this. Because if you rush him, then he's gonna say yes because he's under pressure. Then he's
or
gonna
he
end up
can
like
be
Kevin
honest
Hart.
and say no and just
Or he
put
might
it out
take too
there.
long, which is pretty
But if he
much
says no, then
everybody's
he
fear.
feels like he may risk losing you. So he's like, bro, let me just.
But just be honest. That's one thing, because you might lose me, or I might like the honesty
You're
and
being
be
different
like,
right
you
now,
know,
but sometimes girls, you know,
Emotions,
they put pressure on
love,
you.
pressure, and
Like,
then the guy, he can like step in there like Kevin Hart,
yeah.
and then he can screw up. But at the same time, he was just trying to please her, so then he screwed himself.
I mean, it's not her fault. He was.
But
being
at the
immature,
same time,
but it was
she had a
just
strong
like,
influence.
Yeah, you influenced his decision,
Right.
a premature decision.
Yeah.
I just feel like there needs to be a process to it or something. Like, I can understand that people do enjoy situationships and they can work for certain situations, but that's when like communication is 110% open. That's when like
I agree with
you're
you.
letting them know, okay, well, I'm out here, and she's letting you know, okay, well, I'm out here too, and y'all for some reason are okay with that. I
How do you
can't agree.
communicate that? Like, how do you get on that term where like, yo, we both doing different things, but together we can come up as one, but it's not a
I don't
relationship.
think
Like,
that
how
ever
do you?
is going to happen. Personally, I think it might start off that way, but at some point, somebody's going to have a feeling. Somebody's going to feel a little bit stronger about the situation and want to figure out whether we should keep doing this or whether, you know, you should fall back. Because what's the point of being with somebody, but also like sharing that connection with somebody? Yeah, like it's a waste of time.
Waste of time,
It's a waste
yeah.
of time.
I feel you.
So speaking of situationships, it's a very popular show on HBO by the beautiful Miss Issa Rae. So what do you feel and how do you feel about situationships in that show? Because she's pretty much going through like what the average girl is always going through, trying to find the perfect guy. She has her slip-ups, all of that. So
I love Insecure because it tells a true, real, authentic story of like the lack of love and all the situations that we as African Americans do go through, or just us as young kids trying to figure it all out go through. Right. I think that at the beginning, even from the beginning when she stood with Lawrence, her boyfriend or whatever, when he was like not working and on the couch and all that stuff, like that's because she cared, you know, but do y'all feel like she did something wrong when she went that extra way? She ended up cheating on him, you know, because he wasn't giving her the stuff that she needed there. Like, he didn't even remember her birthday. He didn't do anything for that. But you sitting on the couch all day long not doing anything. You're not bringing no money home. The least you can do is, like, pretend like you care about me, you know?
Are you justifying her cheating, though? Because
she's trying to show her perspective.
I'm just trying to say, you know, it's a little gray.
Like, what does she know?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, like, I'm sure she holds the house down and stuff, but I'm saying, like, dude offers a lot more than she, just financially, like, he offers a lot more.
So you think just because you got money, you can...
No, but
money, it was a problem, though.
Money was the problem?
Yeah.
I think, like, money...
No, I think money's the only reason why she's probably staying.
Stability, that was the problem.
I think, because the story that I heard with the whole Kevin Hart thing is that he had this whole weekend in Vegas with this girl. The girl pretended like she didn't know him or she didn't know who he was, didn't know he was married or anything like that. And he just got caught up. Like, he had been messing around with her the whole weekend. It wasn't the first time he had sex with her. You know, all that. He was consciously making those decisions. It was like during the, and his wife is like, third trimester pregnant.
I mean,
like 8 months
she don't look that pregnant. I saw
she looks good.
I saw her last week, bro. She didn't look pregnant at all. Like, I saw
my question
is,
how'd he meet her though? I think everybody knows.
Yeah, he did. He cheated.
So is it true?
And who knows that they don't have like not a clause? It's like but I'm saying like
an open relationship.
They have a rule where like, hey, okay, if you can slip out, please
but
that's
because in his comedy stuff, he was always talking about how, you know, like, this my rib, like, I'm gonna stay with her, like,
Woman
I'm gonna be good with her,
stuff. Right.
And so now he
how
looks like
important is a rib? We can lose a rib. We can break a rib.
Hey, you won't be able to breathe. Yeah, you won't be able to breathe. But yeah.
But communication, I feel like as long as you have, I feel like there's no right or wrong way, you know, as far as like relationships. I feel like it all comes down to the two people, like, you know, agreeing on, you know, certain situations or whatever. As long as you have, you know, like your two communications and y'all have like strong values and stuff like that, y'all can be able to make things work.
But when you don't have that connection with that person, or you just meeting them and you just playing around, how do you know that? You know, like, how do you know I'm going to be able to communicate with that girl? And then what if y'all don't have the same communication? It's wrong to just like say, well, we can't talk about it, so I'm just not gonna let her know. I mean, we in a situationship. No, you should let her know, like, look, I'm messing around with other people. I'm doing this. Like, are we on the same page? How do you feel about it? And guys don't like to be open about that and sit down with a girl and be like, how do you feel about me messing around? But then if she were to say it to you, like,
then you'll get off.
Yeah, you might get all defensive, like, nah, don't do that. That's
crazy. Better to lie or just be silent? Like, I mean, I know neither are great, but
ignorance is bliss sometimes.
I think you gotta. I'm just so big on telling the truth now. Communication, is the worst. What's the worst it's gonna do? It might hurt somebody's feelings.
She's like, what's the worst?
It might spoil the potential relationship.
But if you was really serious about it, you wouldn't have even put yourself in that situation.
You can say that from a female perspective, but as a dude, it's just like, it's like this. Yo, let me get this out the way because during this, I gotta be focused during this relationship. So before this relationship, I built up some like some potential suitors, some suitors over the summer, right? And then before I get a relationship, yo, I gotta hit the list real quick. Yeah. So it's like
her favorite.
You know what I'm saying? So like to like minimize the guilt, he won't tell her about it, but maybe he'll do it real quick, so he doesn't do it during the relationship.
Exactly.
Is he getting in a relationship with her though?
Like he cares about her more than the others, but it's just like, yo.
So he cares about her so much that he's gonna decide to.
He's going through the.
It is that he's probably protecting her.
So when you're in the whole phase, do you think it's respectful to a girl to even deal with like on that level? Unless like even in a situationship, do you think it's respectful to be in a situationship with another girl if you know like I'm about to be out here being alone?
But you don't choose like you can encounter somebody just.
I'm saying why can't you just go find her? Hoes. You know, like if that's what you want to do and you're in that phase, just go find.
Say you're looking for him and you run across one that's not, and then she happens to get your attention. Like,
but see, you're messing with her mind because she's ready, but you're not. Like you're not there yet. You're not there to be in no full relationship.
You saying like he's like.
But you are because you're like, let me stop and talk to her real quick. Let me not let her go by, but you need to let her go by because you're not ready for her. That's what I need guys to understand because that's how girls get messed up.
Yeah.
That's how girls get messed up for real. I do have this friend, and like I said, she has this guy who she's been dating off and on or talking with in a situation with off and on since freshman year. And it's a whole thing. It's a real big situation, and I really just want her to understand it and get with it. But I guess we'll talk about that on the next time,
Most
on our
definitely.
next segment. We'll get into that, some stuff about social pressures and stuff, social media, all that good stuff.
Perfect. There you have it, guys, and we'll be right back. And next, we'll be talking about protests, Colin Kaepernick, and sports. Thank you guys again. Yeah, fist up. And thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Necessary Knowledge and Nonsense. See you soon.